Welcome back to Love and Junk. I'm Laura.
I'm John.
And today we're trying Valentine's Day chocolates.
So we bought 4 different boxes of chocolates for Valentine's Day from Walmart. We got the least expensive to the most expensive, and we're going to try them and see if it's worth it.
Well, not only is it worth it, can we tell the difference?
Yeah,
I'm not
that's true.
sure. I don't know how I feel about that because I'm not a chocolate snob.
Yeah.
There are some things that are, just mainstream chocolate that, check out at Walmart kind of a situation that I love.
Yeah.
But then when we get high-end chocolate, I'm
It's
like,
whoa.
oh yeah, why don't we do that more often? So I don't know. I think I'll like them all, but can I tell the difference? I'm not sure. What do you think? What's your prediction?
I think we could probably tell the difference, but it's still going to be hard, I think, to rank them.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. So we want to say that Walmart had a ton of things for Valentine's Day. And we should say Happy Valentine's Day too, since we haven't already.
Yeah, happy
if you're
Valentine's
celebrating, and Happy Tuesday if you're not celebrating.
That's
right. We hope you all have a fabulous day no matter what's going on. This is just for fun. We don't really dig Valentine's Day. We kind of share our love
every single day.
Every single day. And
Yeah.
don't wait till Valentine's Day to do special things. Say it when you mean it and try to live that way every day. But
that's right.
So anyway, we'll talk more about Valentine's Day and all that stuff later. But there were a few other brands. Missing here is Ghirardelli.
Yeah.
There was that. There was other things that weren't in heart-shaped boxes. So we just got a selection. There was way more
definitely
than this.
more than this,
yes,
for sure.
Yes.
So,
and also if, like, for example, this box, right? This brand, this box, which is difficult to pick up. There was millions of these.
yes.
And if you wanted it more themed to a guy, which I don't understand. Women like football. It doesn't have to be,
Right.
man themed for football, or, men like flowers or whatever. But you know what I'm saying. There was a million different things. They also had cute little sayings and expressions and things geared more towards children and all of that. They had pink and blue of this. We thought pink was more Valentine's Day. This is the classic Whitman's sampler that you normally see in a yellow or gold box. That reminds me of my childhood. I loved that.
Whitman sampler is iconic.
This is Hershey's, by the way. Hershey's pot of gold. And what was that?
This is from Elmer Chocolate.
Okay. All right. And then this is Lindt. So, can we tell the difference? What's the best value? Let's jump in. All right. Do you want to eat first or second?
I'll go second.
You want to eat second? Okay. So, John is going to look through the chocolate boxes, pick a piece from each one for me to try. You're going to give me like a half a piece, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And because, you don't want to sit here and just watch me chew. All right, so I've had my eyes closed. John selected chocolates, and now he's going to feed them to me one by one, and I'm going to try to figure out which box they came from.
All right, here's the first one. So while she's trying that, I'll explain. I tried to pick flavors that were very similar. Okay, instead of having like a coconut one and then a caramel, I tried to get all caramel.
Here's what I'll tell you. It is caramel, and the caramel is really good. It's that perfect, it's not too runny, it's not too thick, and there's definitely salt in it. So, why don't you hand me the other half of the piece?
Okay.
And I'll make a guess, and then I may have to move it up or down based upon the next one I try. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, sticky and caramel. This is a bad idea.
Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
The shape of that's really different. Can you tell me what that one was?
It's some sort of caramel.
Just caramel?
Yeah, it's more like a dark chocolate caramel though.
Okay. Just making sure I don't detect some sort of nut. My guess is, you can give it to me. For now, I'm going to put it there. I feel like, for sure, I don't know where it's going to fall in line, but I feel like, for sure, for my taste, that was cheaper than the first one.
Okay.
I don't know if that's where it's going to stay.
All right.
Whew, rich.
Next up.
I'm going to put that one on the end.
Okay. And lastly.
It just feels the least fancy, I guess. What do I know?
I'll put it in your.
I feel the least fancy most days.
I'll put it in your caramel hand.
Yeah, Janice. I guess I don't have to have my eyes closed. The one I just tried, I'm going to put there.
Okay. There we go.
I'll be back after I take a shower. Just kidding. Do you know? Did you keep track of what was what?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, how did I do?
You got the least expensive one correct.
Okay.
After that, it all went off the rails.
Okay. Here's what. Wait, let me say something first.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to be careful because I don't want to give you hints or pointers or whatever, but it's going to be your preferences. These all tasted good.
Yeah.
You buy any of these for me, I buy my own chocolates, whatever the situation is, I'm going to be happy with any of these.
Sure. Okay.
Those I can eat and I can enjoy, but I would be less happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's just an obvious difference. I want to know first what the first one was because I can tell you the first one was my favorite.
The first one, which is the one that you placed on this box right here, which is the lint.
Yeah, I originally had it here and then
Yeah.
I moved it to there.
That is the Hershey's Pot of Gold.
Interesting.
Pot of Gold.
And you know what? I didn't really... Here, do you want to try the other one? The other half of it?
If you're okay with it, maybe give me clues.
Sure, go ahead. I'm not going to give you caramel. That is so sea salt forward. I barely tasted the chocolate, which if I could taste the chocolate a little bit better, I might have a clue that it was Hershey's.
Yeah.
But the caramel's awesome.
Right. Yeah.
So, way to go, Hershey's, because that was the second to... how do we want to say it? The second...
Least expensive?
Least expensive, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then the one that you put on the Whitman's was for the lint on the end, the most expensive. And obviously this one then would be the Whitman's.
Okay.
So, yeah. Obviously the least expensive was easier to pick out.
Yeah. The inside, you can try it if you want to, but the inside was not as creamy and goopy and you could just tell the chocolate was a little bit more grainy. It just stood out to me.
And then the Hershey's, like this one, a lot of people kind of don't like Hershey's chocolate, but, I think it depends. I think, something like this, they have higher quality chocolates in their repertoire.
Yeah, Hershey's Pot of Gold is different than a Hershey bar.
Yeah.
That caramel, I'm telling you, I would stack that caramel up against almost any other company. That
There you go.
caramel was amazing, didn't you think?
Yeah,
it was good. John can't be trusted to not look.
Hey,
so
that's not true.
Just kidding. He's got his blindfold on. Are you ready
I'm ready.
to go? All right.
Ready. I'm ready.
There's the first one.
First one. Oh, something fell. Hmm. Okay.
All right. Here's the second half of it, so you can place it.
All right. I'm gonna put it.
Least expensive, is that what you want
Yeah.
for that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next.
Next.
No, it's a big piece. I can identify this right away.
You can. Here's its other half. Okay.
That's the most expensive.
Do you
right?
need a rinse or anything, or are you good?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Oh wow. Now I'm second guessing myself.
Okay. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm moving this one up one and putting that one on the least
Least,
expensive.
okay.
Yeah.
There's
The last one.
Yep.
Peanut butter.
Yeah, I gave that one to you. So that I don't make a mistake later.
I'll put that one on the Whitman's.
Okay, you can take your blindfold off.
All right. How'd it do?
How do you feel, like, confident-wise?
I feel pretty good.
You got them all right!
Yes! I know my chocolates.
He does. He should. He is the chocolate eater of the two of us.
That's so
Am
funny.
I right or am I right about that? Like,
Yeah.
it's okay. Especially if you're like a child. I think I told this story before. I know I told this story before. That my dad on Valentine's Day would come home with a little box of chocolates for me
Yeah.
and a big box of chocolates for my mom. That's perfect for that. It's perfect for kids. There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it.
But you can
yeah,
just
you can
tell.
tell the chocolate's a little grainy. It's kind of funny because I tasted the Hershey's and I was like, oh boy, I thought, pretty sure that was the lower end. And then when I tried that one, I was like, this is grainy. The chocolate's grainy. And I was like, oh boy, gotta switch it up.
Hold on just a second. All right, somebody wanted to join us. He still has not got used to the fact that we're filming in the studio. Normally when we would film downstairs, he'd just sit there and watch. And so now when we're in here in a closed room, he's kind of like, hello, I'm out here.
Yeah, he was calling down the hallway. So
Yeah. So anyway,
Hi, buddy.
I think the Hershey's is fine. I gave you a different flavor than what I had.
Yeah.
So I really like the caramel, but yours was different. I don't know what your flavor was, but it was not caramel.
I couldn't really identify it either.
I try to give John, except for the first one, I try to give him more like dark chocolate because that's what he likes.
Yeah.
That was his theme. So, which one did you like the best? Just because this is the most expensive doesn't mean it's the best, but was it the best to you?
Yeah, it was. The flavor of the chocolate was like much better than the rest of them.
Okay.
I mean, Lindt is just, great.
Yeah.
They have great products.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was my favorite. And I think it was worth it. It was good.
Okay. Now let's talk price.
Okay, let's see. So the price of the least expensive. Dun, dun, dun.
I think it was $1.24 or something like that.
Exactly $1.24.
Okay.
Yeah, good job on that.
They had millions of them too. If you like those and you want to get them for somebody, there'll be plenty after Valentine's Day, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure this was $5.
I think it was too.
$5 even for the Hershey's.
Here's the other thing that I want to say about Hershey's. That is a decent sized box of chocolates for $5.
For $5. Sure.
For
sure.
real, for
I mean,
real.
For $1.24, what'd you get? 4 pieces? 5 pieces.
For $1.24. Also not a bad value, right?
Yeah, right. All right, now the Whitman's sampler.
Oh, here, no, hold on.
There we go.
Sampler.
$10.98, so double the price of the Hershey's, and I don't know, double the amount maybe.
Probably double the amount.
Yeah. Okay, and last would be the Lindt. Where'd it go? There it is. All right, the Lindt is $13.98.
I mean, worth it. And also not crazy expensive.
No, you don't get as many of them in there though.
Right.
Too, so
now we're going to talk about value
Yeah.
and what we think. Here's the amount you get of the Lindt truffles, but they are all truffles and they are big size pieces.
They are
and
big.
they are quality. There's a nice variety if somebody likes white and milk and dark. They've got you covered. The flavors, the only thing here's a knock for me. They're on the back.
Yeah, that is a knock.
And so do you want to say what's in there?
There's a milk chocolate truffle, extra dark chocolate truffle, dark caramel truffle, dark chocolate truffle, and white chocolate truffle.
Okay. Much more variety in you have it, in the Whitman's. What I'll tell you about the Whitman's that I like is that it has a little guide and it's not on the box of chocolate. So
Yes.
you can be looking at it and looking at the chocolates. And of course, some people don't care and they just grab whatever piece. When you have a nut allergy or if you're a kid.
Yeah, you're a kid, you definitely want to know. Otherwise, what happens? You get a bite taken out of one and it
Or a
gets put
finger
back.
poke. Yeah.
Okay.
I always turned them over when I was a kid. Turn them over, stick my finger in or a knife in, see what it was.
So nobody could tell
Put it
until they picked it up.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure my mom could tell, but she was all right.
Okay, so we've got in the Whitman's, there's a chocolate nut fudge, vanilla cream, solid chocolate messenger, nut caramel, peanut cluster, sea salt caramel, brownie batter, peanut butter, and coconut cream.
There's a lot of, I think it's a mix between milk and dark, a pretty good mix. No white chocolate in this one at all.
Yeah, which doesn't break my heart.
Yeah, but some people are into it. So.
Yeah.
And then Hershey's, I like the best. This is the best, I think.
Oh, is it on the...
The guide, you can't lose it, like the little piece of paper. It's right. It's not on the back, so you don't have to flip-flop back and forth. That's what you want, in my opinion. Not a big variety. I think it's mostly milk, right?
Yeah,
or
I think
is it
so.
all milk? No, there's a couple of dark.
Couple of dark.
Mostly milk. And this one, I know there's mocha truffles. I know that's what's there.
Yeah.
And
Here, let me see this. There's a truffle, which includes milk and a dark version.
Okay.
There's a pecan caramel, a mocha truffle, and a vanilla caramel.
Okay.
Both milk and dark flavor.
Okay.
That's it.
And what about that one?
And this one has caramel, strawberry cream, orange cream, cocoa truffle, and chocolate caramel. So there's one of each different flavor in this little one from Elmer Chocolate. I do like that.
3 milk, 2 dark, right?
Yeah,
in that
3
one.
milk, 2 dark. I do like that the Elmer Chocolate has some of those like classic ones that you remember from when you were a kid.
Yeah.
The strawberry cream and the orange
Yeah,
cream.
the ones you try to avoid
Yeah.
when you're a kid. I don't know. We did anyway. I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
all
was
kids are that way, but
Yeah, but now I like those flavors. You know, I
Yeah.
think that's pretty good. But yeah, the cheap version, you know, like we said, it's not bad for like a kid or something.
yeah,
you know?
or you're making a basket for somebody and that's
Yeah.
part of what you're giving them, or you're on a budget. There's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, Valentine's Day, what are we doing this year? I think what we do most years is just make something special for dinner that's
Yeah.
special to us. I really want to redo our COVID Valentine's Day date that we had planned. I mentioned it in
I
another
wanna do
video.
that too.
Because that's what we had planned, was to go get these special crazy milkshakes at this place, and then COVID happened, and so we never went. But I think we're
Right.
going to go this year, just
Yes.
not on Valentine's Day.
Right.
Nobody wants to go out on Valentine's. By nobody, I mean us.
Right. Yeah.
On Valentine's Day, it doesn't matter if it's Thursday or, you know, it can be any day.
Any day.
We can go celebrate whatever we want, and we're just going to go have milkshakes for a date.
That's right.
But on Valentine's Day, I think we're just going to make a special dinner,
Yeah.
hang out, and we're going to play a couple of board games that we've been itching to play that we
That'll be
got for
fun.
Christmas that we haven't, you know, because of life, got around to yet. So
Right.
anyway, John gets the trophy, gets the crown, gets the reward today.
Yes.
He is the winner. But I think this was fun.
It was fun.
If you're celebrating Valentine's Day, we would love to hear how you're celebrating. A lot of people just, I feel like it used to be more of a thing, and more people now are kind of moving away from it and feel like, hey, Hallmark, I'm not going to, support your made up holidays.
Yeah, some people are like sick of the commercialization of everything.
Yeah.
You know?
A lot of times for Valentine's Day, we write each other little notes or letters or whatever. So we make an extra effort that we wouldn't do on another day, maybe. And we definitely do something fun with food. That's about the extent of it. We are going to make up that milkshake date too. That'll be fun. We're going to go have special milkshakes soon. So anyway, I think that's all we have for today.
Yes.
See you next time.
Bye, guys.